Hi all, so welcome to this channel, and today I am presenting this topic which will let you know what coding considerations to be take care when you are creating a user defined function, that is UDF. So there are few coding considerations which you must taken care or taken in account. That's for example, let me tell you one by one. First thing is, if you have built-in function available for any work, you must not create a user-defined function. Why? Why? Just because it takes another overhead for you. It's just an overhead of external call. Whenever you are creating a user-defined function, you need to call that function. So whenever you are calling that function, it means you are doing an external call. So which is an overhead, which is consuming some resources. So in this case, if you have built-in functions available, you must not create a user-defined function. So you must prefer the built-in function over the UDF. And the second point was, UDF is the overhead of external call. Basically, it's an overhead if you are creating an UDF. So whenever built-in function is there, you must not create the UDF. Or when that is not, then you have to write the UDF, user defined functions. Now one of the most important thing is that the UDFs runs in a separate system thread. So basically, uh, for example, a job is running and then you made a call to the UDF. So a separate system thread would get initiated for that UDF call. So it will again take some resources. So for example, if you have opened the cursor in a job environment and then you initiated a separate thread, you won't be able to access that cursor data. So this would be the thing that we must take in care into our account whenever we are creating a UDF. So for that purpose, yes, we have not fetch clause. So which means that the UDF must be run in the same um, calling same job, which must not run in the separate thread. Now the fourth point is, use deterministic clause to allow SQL engine query engine on DB2. Okay, now whenever you are creating the UDF, so basically you are calling it every time. So for example, we have a UDF, user defined function, which takes some input and returns a particular output, and that output remains the same based upon the same input. So in that case, we must define that with the deterministic clause, that this function is deterministic, means it will return the same result when we give the same input. Means whenever we call a function on the first time, it will get called with that input, but on the second time, on the second run, when we execute that, it won't get called. It is basically fetch the result which are cached in the memory. So it will be fetching the results from the cached memory. Now, so this is the important thing which we must uh, taking care of. Now specify no external action if not executing high level code. So for example, you are not executing any high level code, so you are doing some internal logic coding, and like for selecting from the tables, you're not going to insert something, delete, update something, or any other code. So in that case, we must specify no external action, else the default would be the external action and it would take some resources for that. Now disallow parallel default when not deterministic external action or modifies SQL data. So whenever we define the not deterministic external action or modifies SQL data, means when the results are not deterministic, or we are performing some external action like inserting into a table or modifying the some SQL data. modifies SQL data means inserting into the table, that is modification of SQL data. So whenever we are using these clauses in the SQL UDF or in the UDF, then the default would be the disallow parallel, so that won't run in these parallel threads. But so else in always other cases, in other cases it would always be allow parallel, so the function must not run in the parallel, so they must run uh, in the same thread or in the same job. They must not run in the separate threads. So that's why we must mention disallow parallel if there is no requirement of such things. The other thing is, like, we have now the external functions. I'll be surely creating that external function, external user defined function video in some time in future. So we have a new concept like activation group in UDF as well. So basically it allows us to use star new. So whenever we are creating UDF external and we made external call from the IBM I, so in that case we must not use star new, because it would again be again a disadvantage for us, and it impacts negatively on the performance, because on every calling a new activation group gets allotted, which again takes some resources, then it's a negative impact. So on every call it must go in the same thread or in the same job, it would execute in the same job, and must not allow allocated some other resources to itself when calling a UDF. So these are all those points which one must keep in mind while creating any user defined functions. So whenever we are creating any user defined function for us, we must take care of these points, and we must know that why whenever we are using these keywords, because these function properties are very important for us. So for example, I am writing a function and I am not using these properties, then it would impact the performance of my function which I created. So that's why we must take care of the performance in SQL. So these are the points which one must uh, consider while coding a user defined function. So that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.